wrote a number of the major bills that provided money for the local communities for all kinds of technology, everything from ballistics to APHIS to DNA, DNA backlog bills. So it's been a real interest of mine. As we've held law enforcement meetings across the state, we've held a number of them. I've had, I think, 9 regional law enforcement meetings since I became Attorney General, and a whole bunch of other meetings with law enforcement. When you ask them what they want from our office, almost inevitably one of the top things is to continue to enhance OLEG. OLEG is the gateway for law enforcement. For your average police officer who is out there who wants information, they can go up on OLEG. And so we're always looking for ways to help law enforcement with their investigations. Historically, for, I don't know, decades, law enforcement has had the ability to pull up the BMV information. Any of us who've had the unfortunate misfortune of being pulled over by a trooper, someone, you know, they're going to pull up your record, and they're going to go right into BMV to pull up that record. They have the ability to look at the pictures, and these have been used for many, many, many years. What we have begun now is the culmination of about 3 years of work and discussion that started back even before I was Attorney General, that has continued, and the work is continuing. And that is to bring to Ohio what the federal government has and what FBI has and what I believe 28 other states now have. And that is the ability to use facial recognition when law enforcement uses and goes up and uses and makes access to BMV records. Again, always had the opportunity to do that. Now it's facilitated by facial recognition. Facial recognition can be useful in just numerous scenarios. Someone goes into a bank and is robbing that bank, and if the surveillance picture is good enough, then that could be compared to the BMV records and find out who it is. If the police have a suspect who will simply not identify himself or herself, facial recognition could be used. If we have an Alzheimer's patient and that Alzheimer's patient is wandering somewhere and simply cannot identify himself or herself, facial recognition possibly could be used to do that. Police find a dead body. They can take a picture of it and go up and compare that. We started this on June 6th. Between June 6th and June 21, we have, I say we, it's not really true, we're the keeper of it, but law enforcement, local law enforcement around the state, and state law enforcement, public safety, has used it 2,677 times so far. I'm going to give you a couple actual stories from that period of time in the state of Ohio. In Solon, Ohio, a baby stroller, car seat, diaper bag, and bloody baby wipes were found in a public area. Fortunately, the police also found a family photo, which was discovered near the scene. A facial recognition search led to a potential match in BMV records and produced a possible address. Upon further investigation, investigators responded to that. It was the right person that they had pulled up, and there was no harm, thank God, to the child. That is an example of the type of its use and how invaluable it is for law enforcement. Another example, since this went up, Indiana authorities asked for our help, the state of Ohio's help, in identifying a man in their state who had 4 driver's licenses under 4 names. Who was this man really? Facial recognition search at BCI produced 4 images of the suspect, including 3 BMV photos and 1 Ohio prison photo. That led to a positive identification of the suspect. This technology has also proven invaluable in all the other states that are doing it. Just a couple of examples. U.S. Postal inspectors used facial recognition in Pennsylvania to identify a man suspected of receiving drugs in the mail. A hidden camera photo taken upon delivery helped lead law enforcement to his true identity. In trying to track down a counterfeit check case in Pennsylvania, multiple bank surveillance video linked the same people using counterfeit checks. Their faces matched other photos in the record system, which helped identify and locate the suspect.